Well, as far as match of day 3 is concerned, we'll talk about the North London derby with Danny and Ian. Do you look on it as, and actually not just where they are in the league table, but the performance yesterday, do you look on it as how far Spurs have come or how far Arsenal have fallen, or a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think what we saw was a very athletic, energetic,
vibrant.
Good word.
Cheers.
Well-drilled Spurs side who knew what they were doing. Tweaked the formation again, went back to the old one. Arsenal, all over the place, really, in many ways. Not even that good going forward, which normally they are. Sanchez, the only one who offers the threat. And it actually looked like Tottenham were a top 4 side and they were a mid-table side just trying to hang in there. And that's a long way from 2 years ago even, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you got well-coached, well-drilled, as you said, physical, fast, a proper team on one side, and on the other, a team who, for a lot of time this season, have relied on individual brilliance to get them through a game. Yeah,
it seemed like they obviously, you know, it's no secret about the leadership lacking direction. You see all of that stuff. You're talking about coaching and strength and togetherness. There's none of that at the moment with Arsenal. There's none of that. I feel that the Manchester City game was just... Again, you going into that game, you can't call it. Are Arsenal going to beat City? You think, no chance. They beat them. You come into this game, you're thinking, OK, North London derby. You're going to see the confident coming into beating City. Absolutely nothing today. And they've done that, the players, on so many occasions under Arsene Wenger. And it's come to a point now. It looks like they might not finish in the top 4, and they've got a very, very tough game against Chelsea in the final.
One question on Arsenal to you and then back to Spurs. So, is Wenger right to say, hang on a minute, I'm not going to worry about it just yet. It's 1 year out of 20 that this has happened, Spurs finishing above Arsenal. Is that the right attitude?
I don't think so. I think that as much as it's not important in the grand scheme of things, they are coming. They're on their way. There's a lot of things happening at Spurs that's progressive, whereas with Arsenal, there's a lot of things that's happening that is regression. They're regressing.
And as far as Spurs are concerned, what's the most important thing for them between now and the end of the season, would you say?
Maintaining the level of performance, I think. And then if they lose out, they can look themselves in the mirror and say, we've had a right good go and we've been beaten by a superior side, which Chelsea, you know, they've played tremendously well throughout the whole of the season. And if Tottenham finish a few points behind them, they can be proud of themselves. They'll be disappointed. What's more important for Tottenham come the summer is, you know, people talk about recruitment and bringing in new players, but keeping the ones they've got. Yeah. Because they've got some wonderful players who are going to be sought after. And with the amount of money out there now and big clubs trying to make themselves better, and some of them don't have a budget, really. They can spend whatever they like. Unlike Spurs, they've got to somehow persuade those lads to stay on board with the project.
You know, just on one final thing on that then. If people are talking about, because how Spurs have played at Wembley this season in particular, that could be a negative for them. Is there not also a positive with Wembley, that you can use it as actually quite a good thing to sell the club on for the next 2 years? Stay here, play for us, come and join us. You're going to be playing at Wembley every other week. Or does that not really come into a play?
No, not at all. No.
OK. Always good to end match of the day 3 when you've been put away by the conduct.